Okay, welcome to Baku. We're currently in Fountain Square behind us. There's two fountains, neither of which are turned on. We flew into Baku last night, we've just had a night's sleep, and now we're off exploring the city. Emma, first impressions of Baku?
Good. First impressions good. Lots of nice looking food around, nice pretty old buildings. Yeah, it's good so far.
Okay, let's get exploring. On the way to the old town, there's these big wide streets with cafes either side that look really nice to sit out and eat in, don't they?
Yeah, we were saying it reminds us a little bit of Sofia and Belgrade.
Yeah, and there's a local theatre here. Looks like there's lots of stuff on. You won't be able to hear that because I turned around the microphone.
There's a lot of promises of kebab, which I'm really up for.
Old Azerbaijan, sometimes when you read the guides online, they compare it a little bit to Paris. Emma, can you see the comparison?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, lots of nice little cafes, really nice. Okay, time for some Baku history. Do you want to hear some Baku history facts?
Do I?
So, Baku has been around here for a very, very, very long time. So it's an ancient city. There's an old city which we're going to go see in a little bit. In 1930s, Baku actually Azerbaijan actually supplied half of the world's oil in the 1930s. It was then taken over by the Soviets, who, when the Soviet Union dissolved in 1991, became the independent Republic of Azerbaijan. Good facts.
Great facts.
There's your facts. Brightened up a bit, hasn't it? Got a bit warmer. So this is the old town here. Lots of souvenir shops, lots of carpets, isn't there?
It's really cute.
Yeah, and there's a huge tower in the background as well. That's called Maiden's Tower. Although, hear this, apparently a better translation of it is Virgin's Tower. And actually, it doesn't represent a maiden like, oh, I'm going to lower my hair and let you get up. It represents like the idea of the first defence of the city.
Oh, I see. Rich has been reading the guidebook, everyone.
All my facts are my own. Emma, two people have spoken to you so far.
Yes, a nice taxi driver and a local person here. And I've been offered kebabs and vodka by both of them, which is a very friendly place, right?
You up for?
Yeah, why not?
So here you can see the top of a flame tower, the new Baku, and also behind these trees there is the Maiden's Tower, old Baku.
Window. Oh, it's window. Oh, we have one already.
You buy tickets at this little booth to the side, and then you get your tickets, you can pay by card, and you can go up the tower. Let's head up.
Let's go.
So here's the view you get from the top. There, right? Pretty spectacular views.
Yeah, it gives you a really good overview of the city. Definitely. It's so much bigger than I thought it was going to be. So much older.
Would you recommend it for £7.50?
It's £15.
For both of us?
Oh, was it? Well, it's £15 each.
No, it's £7.50.
Oh, I'm less grumpy now. Yeah, it's worth it. And the historical stuff on the way up, it's like the Galata Tower, it's not particularly interesting, but yeah, the view's really good.
Who would you preferred it if there was a lift?
Yeah.
Emma got too hot on the way up. It's amazing views of flame towers though. Hello, quick interruption. I'll let you get back to the rest of the video in a bit. However, I wanted to talk about SIM cards. SIM cards can be really annoying. You get to the airport, you can't find the SIM card desk, you think the SIM card man might be ripping you off, and then you swap out your SIM card for your current SIM card, and you worry about losing your current SIM card. It's a nightmare. However, I've been using this app, and this app is called Arlo, and if you click in Arlo, it installs eSIMs. You can choose your country from the list and install it from the app, which means there's no pesky little card to lose, and you can do it in advance, load up all the eSIMs you want and just install them when you get to the country. Really, really easy. I've used it all throughout the summer, and I used it on this trip, and I found it really, really useful. In fact, I found it so useful, I contacted Arlo and asked if they could give out a code to our audience. So if you go to Arlo and use the code TOCKBURY10, you can get 10% off your purchase of an eSIM. It's really, really useful. Disclaimer, we do get a bit of money if that happens, but you get 10% off. Win-win. Right, to the rest of the video. Think of the gates. Are you a fan of the gates?
Yeah, very pretty. Do you know any history about them?
Nah. So Emma, what were you just saying to me?
This is a really nice city. And also...
Well, the old city part of it, right?
Yeah, and it is quite geared up for tourism because there are people, proper organised tour people trying to sell you tours. Lots of nice little spaces you can just sit, places with views. It's definitely been renovated as well, the old stuff, with an eye that people will visit it because the signage is quite clear as well. So I guess it's government funded, but it's all been very well thought through.
Yeah, you're impressed by how well thought out everything is, aren't you?
Yeah, it's just really cute.
So we've just stopped at a nice cafe. Emma, you've ordered some kebabs.
Obviously. I was told by the taxi driver when we got here that meat and kebabs were the best thing, so that's what I'm having.
And I've got an aubergine salad, so we'll see what that looks like when it comes.
And it won't be as good as my meat, so...
It's a nice little place though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really cute. It's a garden. It seems quite popular. You can do shisha here if you want to. Yeah, it's good.
We'll have to see how the food is.
And then,
Emma was worried that my eggplant salad would be too small, and this is the salad part, and this is the eggplant part. Also, shout out to Erdlin beer. It's quite a nice beer. Goes down quite smoothly. Emma's going to try a bit of eggplant. She's a bit of a salad dodger normally. What does she not think?
it's actually really nice. It's warm and it's crispy. It's quite sweet. Whatever the sauces have got in it's good too.
Now we just have to eat all of that mountain. Also came with this weird beanie tomato salad. It's very nice. How's your kebab? How's your meat?
It's not a kebab, it's much fancier than a kebab. Oh, it's very nice.
So Emma, would you recommend the Kadim Bey restaurant?
I think it's the old...
Oh, the Old Garden. Would you?
Oh, it is.
Kadim Bey. Would you recommend the Old Garden restaurant?
I would. It's really nice. It's got fun music. The food is really nice. Surrounded by carpets and plants. Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, it's like a tourist trap in a good way.
Yeah.
Like it's touristy, but also kind of nice and.
It's not mega cheap, but at the same time, it's not mega expensive, and it was very pleasant.
Yeah, all the food we had was about 35 quid.
And we had drinks as well.
Yeah, there you go.
Lovely.
Also, you were talking about the weather, weren't you? So we're in April.
Yeah, we're here at the beginning of April, and looking online, I thought it was going to be freezing, and I brought a coat and a jumper. And this morning, I've been absolutely boiling, and I was really annoyed. It's got a bit chilly now, and so I'm happy in my jumper.
Right, okay. I've tried to persuade Emma. We might be going to see a museum of tiny little books. How could you not want to see that?
I mean, fine.
Right, we'll see you as we walk through. In this park, they've built houses for cute cats and watered them. So this museum holds the largest collection of miniature books in the world. Are you ready for it? It's free entry, are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Let's go. This is what happens when a hobby gets out of hand. You buy one miniature book, and then suddenly you got a lot of miniature books. They've got a book dedicated to Matt Berry and Greg from MasterChef. How would you describe the Museum of Miniature Books?
Pointless.
Yeah, absolutely. A complete waste of time for everyone involved. Really?
All the books are behind glass, so you can't read them anyway. So, like, what's the point? There were some really old ones and probably very interesting ones, but it's just hard to tell. But obviously you can't let people put their dirty fingers on little books. I don't know.
Admission is free. But
It's free. I mean, it's worth a little potter around, I suppose.
But you pay with your time. Right, we're going to go back to the hotel now to have a little nap. So, we'll see you later. So, after our nap, we're out again to see what Baku is like in, I'd say, dusk.
Yeah.
So earlier we saw a fun fair near the fountain square, so we're going to go check that out, see what it looks like, aren't we? All lit up, and maybe have some nice little food. Okay, let's go. It's quite buzzing, isn't it? Look at all the lights lit up in the YouTube background.
Yeah, it's got a very different atmosphere at night time.
That's the market. Oh, this looks rather fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's also much colder.
There's people everywhere. Yeah, having a great time. So I used to play these when I were a lad down at Bridlington. Absolutely love this kind of thing.
You only get one ball, which seems a bit harsh. We have a runaway winner, and I'm not sure it's Richard. Oh, flipping out. I know. How's your brief foray into motorsport?
Memories I don't have the skills anymore. I think I've got to retire from the game. Emma has seen a sign for potatoes and bacon somewhere, but not in here. And now she's like desperately searching for potatoes and bacon.
Mere catting for them.
That's all you want, isn't it? Potatoes and bacon.
Yeah.
We'll find you some later, I think. Did you enjoy your fair?
I did enjoy my fair. There are no rides, and we didn't actually buy anything. But it was fun to look around. There were lights and lots of nice smells. It was good.
There was a haunted house, but Emma was too terrified to try it.
Probably too old as well.
So this is the marina area. Nice fountain, very posh. That is Little Venice over there.
Yay.
It's very little, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll see.
I think the gondolas might be seasonal and shut. That gondola doesn't look open for business, does he? Although these people are trying. No gondolas for Emma. We've been to Venice.
Yeah.
And I don't remember it being quite as, like, tiled swimming pool.
No, but look, they've tried for the essence, and that's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This thing over here is apparently a giant mall. So this is the carpet museum. It's apparently shaped like a giant tube, so they can hang the carpets more easily. Do you want to go inside?
Yeah, maybe.
It's a ringing endorsement from Salisbury. So Emma, what did you think of the carpet museum?
It was really good. Obviously it sounds like an old fogey thing to do, but it was quite nice. It was £5 each. Saw some very pretty carpets. We saw a lady actually making the carpets, weaving them.
You said it sounded like music when she was making them.
Yeah, it did. It was really interesting to watch. It also had really good accessibility, didn't it?
Yeah, and also they had little samples of the carpets that you could touch which I kind of liked.
So if you were partially sighted, there's an audio guide, there is some braille, but also just the little bits of carpet that you can touch, not the big ones, but just small examples, which I thought was nice.
It was the perfect museum for us because we just like to whip round in half an hour. We don't read all the things, do we? You know. So it's like £5, half an hour whipping round. There's a nice little cafe and gift shop. Yeah, and the building is insanely cool.
Show the building?
It's like a scroll rolled up piece of carpet. So I'd say the Baku Carpet Museum, recommended, right?
Yeah, for a quick trip.
Now we're going to get the funicular to a park. Got to the funicular, but unfortunately they have a lunch break at 1 till 2, so we'll have to come back here in an hour.
A few moments later.
So it's 2 p.m. We've shoved some meat in our face, and now we're going to go and try and get the funicular this time, aren't we?
Yeah, fingers crossed.
It goes on for longer and higher than you think, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, and when you get to the top, there's your flame towers. Nice park.
Yeah, it's lovely.
As you come up here. So our friend Alicia thinks our videos are really boring, and she told us that she doesn't care about the museums or anything like that. What she wants to know about is like, where did you stay and was it nice? So here's our 30-second review of the Courtyard by Marriott in Baku. So this is our room.
The bed is very, very comfortable. Really good.
Yeah, there's a little balcony, although you can open the window and go to the balcony, although it's quite dirty on the balcony, I would say. And the view's not incredible.
There's plenty of room if you had big suitcases and everything, there's plenty of room for those. The bathroom. It's got, you know, it has conditioner included. Now lots of hotels don't have conditioner, but this one does, and it's okay, I think.
You can't steal the toiletries though, they're in the little unstealable things. And Alicia, for some reason, really wanted to know what was in the cupboards. So in the cupboards is basically nothing. But there is a safe in this one.
Also there are enough coat hangers. In lots of places, again, you don't have coat hangers.
Okay, so there's our really boring review. Now, we've just been to the shops. We're going to have a little chill out. We've just been to the shops and we've managed to... A local beer in the shops is about £1 here. So we got a local beer to sit and have a sip. And also some pastries, didn't we? So we're going to sit and have a beer and have some pastries. And we'll see you later on. It's not fair that you look cuter in my hat than I do. Right, so I bought myself a hat in a cool little underground mall thing. Because I got a bit sunburnt yesterday in Azerbaijan in April. That's crazy. So, unfortunately, it looks cuter on you. So I've just been to post a postcard. 1 mana is how much it costs to post a postcard from here. We will... The woman took the postcard though. There was no sign of a stamp. I gave her 1 mana. Alec, if you receive your postcard, please leave a comment on this video.
It will be a miracle, and expect it to happen in like 6 months' time.
So now we're going to a restaurant called Floors to have a little drink, which apparently overlooks a palace. So essentially you don't have to pay to go into the palace, you can just go to a restaurant called Floors. So it turns out the top story of floors was unavailable for reasons that weren't explained to us. But so I don't know if that's permanently closed or if it's just closed for today. So we've gone to the Muso Cafe, which has slightly less good views, but you get a view over the station. Or if you go in the back, you can have a view over the river. It's still quite a nice breezy top floor view, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you finally got in a gondola, which was like about 6 mana, which is about £3 for a 10-minute ride. Emma, how are you feeling about your gondola?
Good. I'm glad we came back. I think it was closed because it was a special celebration day, which we didn't understand. So
I really wish I'd have got Emma's like little noises that she made as she got into the boat.
it's on the wobble. Although if I fall in, it's literally like 10 inches deep. So I think it's fine.
Do you feel just like you did when you were in Venice?
Well, we were too tight to pay for it in Venice because it was like £100.
Very gentle, isn't it?
Very pleasant.
A bit too gentle for me, I think. It is just like being in a boat in a swimming pool, isn't it?
Yeah, well, this is extremely calm and relaxed and pleasant, and I'm enjoying it. I feel like a lady with my umbrella in a boat. It's delightful.
There you go. On holiday, you've got to do different things for different people, haven't you?
Indeed. Thank you.
Would you recommend your gondola boat ride?
I would. Look, it was 5 of the calmest minutes of my life.
So walking along the promenade here with nice little trees, Caspian Sea over there, little Venice behind us. Nice little way to spend a day.
Yeah, it's very pleasant. You could easily just wander around here, around the old town. You don't have to spend a lot of money or do any specific activities. It is just nice to wander around.
Yeah, just wander around here, have a look. Like, little Venice costs us £3 to go on a gondola for both of us. You know, the Carpet Museum is, I think, a £5 each. Like, really easily affordable, nice little things to do. A perfect way to spend a city break, really, isn't it?
Yeah, the funicular was really cheap.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, nice.
Hey, so we're going to head back to the hotel now. So, final thoughts on Baku. Let's do some final thoughts on Baku. What do you think about Baku?
It's really nice. I feel it might be a little bit far from the UK, I'm not sure. Obviously not all our audience is from the UK. But if you can get here within 3 or 4 hours, I would come definitely for a long weekend. It's lovely.
Yeah,
Even a week, like it's so nice.
It's a nice place to have a little city break, isn't it? There's a nice little
Yep.
piece of architecture, lots of places, some nice fountains. It's a nice
Yeah.
place to just walk around. And in April, where we are now, the beginning of April, it's nice temperature.
Lovely. It's like UK autumn spring where it's a bit hot, a bit cold.
Yeah, you posted a picture online to your friend, and your friend said we were dressed for different climates.
because I had a vest up on, but I climbed some stairs and I got really hot.
But yeah, we think Baku's a really nice place
Yep.
to. And do you know what? It surprised me. It surprised me
Yeah.
how nice it is.
It's like a European city that you might go to, or like, I don't want to say Poland, but like maybe like an Eastern European vibe, potentially.
Like a Sofia kind of vibe.
Yeah,